Hello everyone, today we're gonna be watching my games versus Sox the Fox for top 32 of OST. We had some pretty cool games I feel, so it's worth analyzing possible better options, mistakes and good turns, things like that. If you like content like this, consider subscribing, it helps my channel's growth. And yeah, with that said, let's get into the games. So, this is game 1, Savuras versus Sox the Fox. We are using a pretty cool team with Sandy Sox. It's Terra Blast Fairy with Wise Glasses, 3 attacks. So we have Thunderbolt, Earth Power, Volt Switch, and then we have the Terra Blast. We have AV Azumarill, which is rising in popularity because it's a good only one Pokemon check for various stats in the tier. We have utility, what is it, specs? I think it's specs pooled. Utility Wisp, max HP. What's it called? Cinderace, which can core change back things like toxic spikes. It can leave things like fire type attacks or fairy type attacks from Iron Balance. Then we have defensive task and fast King Gambit. My opponent is using a pretty cool balance with Rest, Tinglu, Skeledirge and Dragapult. Now, going into these games for Sox, the idea of the preparation that I had versus him was, first game I was expecting something like the core that he brought, maybe something like Hazard Spam with Golden Go, not very offensive, but not extremely defensive too, something like Stall or whatever. I was expecting game 2 a lot more defensive, because in the past that's what he seems to be doing. I haven't seen a lot of offense from Ox. I have seen a lot of balance, solid cores with good longevity and good reliable switches. So I thought this Terra Fairy Sandy Sox with white glasses would destroy cores like this. And the matchup, as you can see, is pretty cool. I can Thunderbolt, Earth Power, Volt Switch versus the Toxapex, Electric type attacks versus Corviknight, Terra Blast Fairy Change versus the Dragapult, Terra Blast will 3KO Tinglu. Will Oko Great Task, and I'm EV'd with Modest Wise Glasses to be able to outspeed by 1 point. And then I have super effective Earth Power versus the Skeledirge unless he terastallizes. So the matchup is pretty cool. I outspeed all the Pokemon except Dragapult with the Sandy Sox, so Sandy Sox is really a great win in this game, which is why I'm gonna lead with it. If we get rid of the Skeledirge, then there are no resists at all for the Sandy Sox, and that's if he terastallizes. So you gotta find an opportunity to Terra, maybe even lead with it. Outside of that, if we deal with Dragapult, then the speed tier of Sandy Sox is incredible. I can just Volt Switch around Skeledirge, get my specs Dragapult in, get the King Gambit in, click fast Iron Head. So the synergy is incredible. If he's Fairy, for example, I can Volt Switch and get the Iron Head guy in, or double switch against expected Great Task and everything. So the matchup is incredible. We got it on point. So let's see how it's gonna go. I'm gonna lead with the Sandy Sox. He leads with a Great Task, and he's afraid of a possible Terra Grass or Fairy, and he switches into his Tinglu. He doesn't even want to take the Earth Power or whatever, because it would do a shit ton. I don't know if I'm specs if it would kill, but either way, Tinglu is a good mid ground. It doesn't really resist Grass or Fairy, but it's a good mid ground because of its massive SPDF. So I do exactly that. I Terra, try to 3KO this thing. Worst thing, can do Earthquake Crit or get Hazard. So he does go for the Earthquake. I'm at 57, which means if he's not Choice Band or Choice Specs on the Dragapult, he's not gonna be able to kill me. Skeletor's cannot kill me, so this looks great. I Terra Blast on the Toxapex, and now I figure it's SPDF based on the damage my thing did, so I don't want to get Toxic Scald on my Wingon. I go into my King Gambit and I go back to Toxic. Here I'm gonna double switch into my Great Task for 2 reasons. One, because I'm expecting his Great Task to come in on my King Gambit, excuse me, and I didn't want to risk Lithium Sandy Sox on a possible double Toxic prediction or whatever, because he's in the back based on the matchup. So he could very well just make a little bit of an aggressive play, especially if Toxapex doesn't die to my hit. So, oh, hold up. God damn it, I gotta pause and be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm very sorry, I had to answer the phone. It was something important. But yeah, anyway, so we did double switch into my great task on the expected great task that Ox does, and it was a little bit of a better play than double switch into lithium, because in case he tried to stay with the Toxapex and try to toxic me, then that's a little bit better for us without risking our win con. So he does exactly that. I'm gonna trade task versus task. Apparently I'm a little bit faster, which is cool. The EVs worked. I have like 8 EVs in the speed or whatever. No, nothing too much. I'm defensive. I'm max defense. Because I've realized on great task, as soon as you waste a lot of EVs on non-defensive stats, then it gets a lot worse. Anyway, we're trading. I'm gonna go for the last earthquake, and then I'm gonna say, nope, you're gonna switch right here on the Corviknight, or yeah, probably Corviknight, and try to defog or spin block or whatever. With your Rocky Hammer possibly, or I don't know. You're not gonna stay and sack your great task for no reason in a balanced kind of court like this. You wanna keep this Pokemon, you have a very safe switch, so you're gonna do exactly that. So I'm gonna click Rocks and try to get my Sandy Shocks in for free on the defog turn. So we do exactly that. Good prediction by us. So we pressure the threats, and Lithium is in, and he's gonna go into his Dragapult. Now Dragapult, like Alt, there's nothing he can kill me. Worst case, he can crit me, or he can status me with Thunder Wave. Now that I'm not an electric or ground type anymore, or with Will-O-Wisp. Excuse me. Or at least he can hit me, and I'll be in Rock's range after. But this is a good trade for me, because even if I get Thunder Waved, I'm gonna be able to outspeed Toxapex and Tinglu, which I'm trying to break through. Or I can switch right here into my King Gambit or Azumarill, which is probably the better play. Outside of that, I can kill this and deal with the fastest trade on my team, which is gonna help my Cinderace and my Dragapult. So I stay in with the misplay, and I get Thunder Waved, unfortunately. So yeah, the better play was probably just switch into my Azumarill, risk nothing. I can still make a lot of use from the Sandy Shocks because it leaves any heat easily. I can leave Earthquake, I can leave Brave Bird, I can leave Surf, I can leave all that stuff. I can even leave Torch Song from Scarlet, but but now I'm gonna be slower than Great Tusk and Scarlet, as well as Corviknight if he's EV'd in speed, which it's probably not the case. Although with T-Wave it might be. Usually though, you wanna outspeed, you wanna min speed your Corviknights, so you have slow U-turns for support opposing Corviknights. So yeah, this was looking fine until this turn. Here I didn't calc correctly, and see what happens. Yep, GG. I lost my Wingo for no reason. I calced Hex without fucking Thunder Wave, because let me explain how I confuse those things. So I calced Dragapult with the leftovers utility set, which means Hex, and I calc that my Lithium lives, and then I calc Skeletons, and I calc the same Hex, right? Because they both Hex, but I didn't calc the fucking Thunder Wave. Man, I lost my Wingo for no fucking reason, and you're gonna see now that I have zero fucking breaking potential now. I don't break anyone. Corviknight doesn't go down, Toxapex is not gonna go down. I'm gonna try to sped death drop anyone, even with such a good start, man. Such a good matchup, man. I found a way to fucking choke this thing, which is awful. I get the Fire Blast wrong here, which is really bad as well. He is max PDF Toxapex, so probably would have 8. Maybe not even would have 8, so maybe Shadow Ball was the play to just get my kill. He would have tried to regen back and everything. And the Corviknight, I think, is PDF face with Cover Cloak. But man, look what happens. Look what happens. I cannot break it. I make an aggressive play for no reason. I'm trying to break through. He has a fucking Toxic Spike up versus my team, which is really annoying for my Pult, Dumbo, and Azumarill. And this is all hella bad now. I don't break shit. I use an out for no damn reason. I try to do stuff with my King Gambit, but there is a body press Corviknight in the back that I cannot break at all. So I do a little bit of damage, fist for the para, fist for the flinch, try to do stuff. Nope, it doesn't work out. It doesn't want me to win after such a misplay with my Lithium. Man, it's so annoying. I would have been 1-0. I mean, the Will-O-Wisp doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter at all. Then I yell a little bit at chat that I need to learn fucking how fucking calculator works. So I calced wrong, and I got hella punished, and you're gonna see me getting stalled right here. by recovers and PPs, and Ox wins game 1 basically because I'm a fucking idiot. God damn it! It's fine. It's fine. We still have to. We can still come back by winning the next 2 games. So this is game 2. So as we said in the preparation, we got it on point, bro. On point. We got the stall. He used this exact team in the previous round, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use this Sun team. What's good about this Sun, even though I have used it in the last round too, is that it has a shit ton of breaking potential. You see, Roaring Moon in the Sun does a shit ton of damage. Amungus, Brute Bonner, well, however you wanna call it, is an offensive set. Even though I boost its Pedef in the Sun, it's a little bit of a gimmicky that we try to do in our team, and it does very well for us. Then we use Life Orb, Headlong Rush, Sun boosted Great Tusk, which can destroy literally everything. There are no switches. Corvidite, no, you go down. Dondozo might be the only thing that can live an attack, and that barely. Then we have Magic Bounce to bounce back things like Toxic Spikes, things like Toxic from Clodsire, things like Hazards, all that fun stuff. And Walking Wake is Walking Wake, bro. We all know how much damage this Pokemon does. So this matchup is on point. We got it exactly how we wanted it. Game 1, if I won, good. Now we have the right matchup again, so I could have won this too. Let's see how it's gonna go. So I lead Torkoal as he leads Hat. I'm not very afraid of Hat. As long as it takes like 50%, then it's gonna be in range of Great Tusk's Headlong Rush. So this is really nice. I'm gonna go for a little Lava Plume, try to fish for a burn as he Calm Minds up. We do exactly that, and we do get the burn. Now I'm gonna pivot into my Hatterade, which is what's called eject button. Yeah, he's gonna be able to heal a little bit, and I'm gonna get my Walking Wake in to force my Terra early. What's cool about this turn is that I force my Terra early, and so I cannot really like do. I wouldn't Terrastalize anyone else. Roaring Moon I think is Steel. Great Tusk I think is Fire if I remember correctly. I don't remember. But Brute Bonnet is Dark. Maybe Brute was good, or I don't know, maybe Great Tusk if it's not Fire and it's Ground. I don't remember. The team's gonna be in the description. You let me know. But I'm gonna Terra my Geisha, my Walking Wake, into Water type because it's gonna lose a Dragon type, which means Hatter is not gonna be super effective with the Genuine Kiss trying to hit me. He might also force a Terra Water from the Hatterin, and this is gonna be a very good situation. I can also kill this. It's a roll. I can also kill this with the Hydro Steam or Water Terra boosted. Yeah, we do exactly that. I Terrastalize. No longer Dragon Weak. He doesn't die, unfortunately, but he leaves at 3%. Heals by hitting me, and then he's forced to switch into Toxapex, Ditto, or Clodsire. I do a double switch into Great Tusk, which I think is a good mid-ground versus the grounds, and Ditto because Great Tusk versus Great Tusk I have a lot more HP. I have the Life Orb as he's gonna be Choice Scarf, so I'm in a lot more advantageous position. So I'm gonna click Close Combat here and don't give a damn about you. Stall. I click Headlong Rush. Probably CC was a better play because it hits Corviknight as well. Either way, we do click the Headlong Rush, and look how much it does. This is a Feast of Dondozo. I'm pretty sure. Stall usually runs Feast of. I think that's how it works. In bulky offensive builds and balance, I think you do Spedef, and hard stall, you wanna dedicate your EVs in defense, so you more reliably deal with physical attackers like Excalibur, King Gambit, and things like that. So we're gonna do that and switch into my Walking Wake. He does Terrastalize because he's afraid of a roll or some kind. No, I'm stupid. It doesn't Terrastalize. Where does he Terrastalize? Anyway, he goes for Protects, Heal, so he's not. I don't know if he's Rest, but Protect, Healing, and then he goes back to this kid, and then I jerk off with a little bit with my Brute Bonnet because he cannot touch me. I can, and the damage that he does, he can heal it on the Ditto. So I do some random paybacks, a little bit of a Spore on the Clodsire, which is not bad. A little bit of a payback again. Gonna take a little bit of damage and go back to Corviknight. Basically, we're doing nothing. The Corviknight damage, he can heal it, but the Ditto, probably not. This is a good opportunity to get my Ditto in. My Torkoal in. And what do? I get my rocks up. Not bad at all. Because Hatter is at 36. Now I'm gonna go into my Witcher because I don't wanna get Toxic Spikes on my field. I'm gonna Nuzzle this Pokemon. And now I'm gonna condition him to get T-spikes from me, so I can force the Clodsire back in. I'm gonna go Walking Wake on a possible Surf. And then I'm gonna double switch into my Hatterene and click Psychic. So normally we get the T-spikes, but I'm in a good position to spam Psychics. So this is nice. I click Psychic right here, get a little crit, which is not bad at all. And then I'm gonna double switch into my Great Tusk, if I remember correctly. Nope, Walking Wake, I got it wrong again. I don't know why he went Clodsire. And I don't know why I went Walking Wake. I was expecting Corviknight on the Psychic, that's why I did that. But at the same time, Corviknight doesn't want to get the Nuzzle paralyzed. So Clodsire makes sense to absorb the Toxic Spike, which was the plan anyway with the Hatterene. That's why they got the D-Spike plays, right? So we can force the Clodsire in. So maybe Psychic again would have been the better play, because if he goes Corviknight, then just defog though. Or is it not defog on Corviknight? I'm not sure. Either way, I go this and I double switch into Dumbo. As he switches into his Ditto. Again, Dumbo has a lot more HP than his Ditto. Ditto has 300 HP, and I'm Life Orb his Choice Scarf, so I can stay any day of the week here and click Close Combat to kill him. He spins, which means I get a kill. Which is really nice. We slowly but surely break through the stall. And now he's gonna go into his Dondozo. I'm forced to switch into my Brute Bonnet as he clicks Wavegrass. Usually in those teams you wanna have Liquidation, I feel, over Wavegrass. By the way, on Protect side, I guess it's affordable with the leftovers recovery you're getting. Double switch into the Torkoal as he terastalizes on the payback and goes for a Curse. Look what we do. Basically, the play is to always go Walking Wake, but I was trying to condition him into into clicking like Protect or whatever, instead of just clicking Wavegrass and deal damage to me. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna jerk off with my Torkoal a little bit, click some rocks, click some Yawn, click some Lava Plume. Click fucking Yawn. I don't know if you noticed, guys, but there is a Clodsire sleeping. I should have probably click Lava Plume immediately and then do this switch. But anyway, yeah, we somehow this fucking plays worked out. So funny. You know what's funny? Because not only I did the stupid ass play to actually do these turns, do this series of turns to try to go for the Yawn on the already sleepy Clodsire, so it wouldn't work on Dondozo, but he falls for it. So we're both idiots. That's so funny, man. Anyway, I get the Dumbo in with attack boost from the sun. I'm gonna click a raw Close Combat in front of Toxapex, expecting the Corviknight, and then I'm gonna make a Fire Ass play, clicking Earthquake on the expected Donbojo. So we get all the plays right, and we even get a crit. I mean, they deserved, right? I did some fire predictions right here. I don't know about you. I'm saying deserved. Anyway, we get a Headlong Rush. I'm still laughing about the last turn. Then we're gonna click another Headlong Rush, and we kill the Hat. So now he cannot bounce back things like rocks. He goes back to Dondozo, Protect, and now I realized he's trying to PP stall me, guys. He's trying to PP stall. I have 8 PP. That's a bad thing about this move. Anyway, I'm gonna click another one, get the play wrong, and I have one more thing. So I'll go for the Close Combat. I'm gonna Close Combat again on the Corviknight because I'm fired like that. Nope, I hit Headlong Rush. Damn it. Anyway, it worked out. Leave me alone. So we get the kill on Corviknight too. And I click knock off on the Dondozo. Get rid of the lefties. Get rid of the lefties. We don't have here no grass, but we get rid of the lefties, which is really important. He doesn't have another move. He's rest. And I'm now gonna be able to get the sun up and use my Geisha to eventually break through. As long as I get one prediction right with the Clodsire. So he goes for that. I'm gonna do the same exact shit. And then say in the chat, damn it, I said something stupid in the chat like, damn it, the bluff didn't work again. Either way, Ox realizes that you cannot go to sleep. I said intimidation tactics. That's fine. We got the Hydro Steam and double switch. No, I didn't double switch on the Clodsire because he's sleeping. So there's no reason to really predict the Clodsire that sleeps. So yeah, that was a fire game. We did a lot of aggressive plays, which is how you want to play versus stall. We did some goofy plays with a yawn on Dondozo was the only real threat to my team, but as long as I had my walking wake and my hat alive, I think it was fine. Rolling Moon didn't even come out of its ball, so it was really nice. Yeah, I like how we played this one, and I like how I got the matchups exactly how I had it in my head, exactly how I wanted in the preparation. But as you can see, I haven't won yet. It's 1-1 because I'm stupid. I sacked my Sandy socks. So let's go into the game 3. Now, there is one big flaw with my plan. You see, I got game 1 preparation, I got it right. Game 2 preparation, I got it right. Game 3, I had no preparation. That's one big flaw with my prep. I didn't have a game 3 team. And I didn't want to use my SPL team because I was playing this at 7 p.m. and then I had in 1 hour after this I had another game for SPL. So it was OSD then SPL, which is dumb as fuck by the way to do. Don't do that. And yeah, I didn't want to use my SPL team. I just wanted to use something. I just didn't want to have to go in the game 3. I wanted to win in 2. So yeah, I'm using this team. This is not a great team. It's not a bad one, but I had no preparation. And you can see, I was expecting him to switch it up a little bit, bring something more offensive because of how offensive and hard-hitting Pokemons and teams I used in the last 2 games. So I was expecting him to switch it up a little bit and bring something a lot more offensive. And yeah, as you can see, it's true. Now, there's a wild bad thing. I use Choice Specs mod versus a Slowking. Not great, right? Not awesome. And yeah, it has a lot of dragons, it has a lot of power. I didn't like this matchup at all. Dragonite is a menace versus my team, but I can probably deal with him with my Dragapult unless he outspeeds in his Dragapult, yeah, his Dragon Claw. So yeah, I didn't love this matchup at all. And you'll see how it shows up that I'm struggling. So we're gonna lead with a Golden Go. Asking leads with a D-Knight, and I thought it's a good lead until he fire bans me. So yeah, really bad. I Shadow Ball break the multi-scale, but now I'm forced to switch or not. I was thinking he might try to predict, maybe try to make a mid-count switch into like Great Task or somebody, maybe even make, I don't know. I was trying to predict somebody here. I was dreaming stuff. I just had to go into my Task, I feel, or Tinglu and try to make progress with Whirlwind and shit. But I misplayed and lost my Casco in turn 2. Then I go into my Dragapult as he goes to do his Gambit, and I get a misplay, the play wrong. Instead of like clicking Will-O-Wisp, I click Dragon Darts, and I'm gonna go into my Great Task right now with Ironhead. We're gonna do some Great Task versus Great Task action right here. So I knock off first so he doesn't get any leftovers, plus we get information on the set, and then he's gonna knock off me. This time he's a little bit faster, than me. Earthquake, trade, spin, all that fun stuff. And this time though, he beats me. It's Tusk. So I'm gonna go to my pool and try to get a kill. He goes Slowking. I'm gonna click the Dragon Darts again, which is a good play, so I can 2KO him. And I'm gonna wisp. Oh no, he don't wisp shit. He red cards me, and out of all the Pokemon that I had, he gets me the Moth. Like, Ash would have killed this. Tinglu would have been great. I would have been able to get hazards and pressure him with Earthquake. Nope, he get the Moth. And fourth, he heals back up, and now he's gonna be able to do future sides and all that fun stuff. I get the play right on the King Gambit with a Will-O-Wisp, and then I'm gonna go in with a hard switch over U-turn into my Tinglu because I don't want to get Sucker Punched. He makes an incredible play, goes back to backs, and I have to stay in here and Whirlwind, or apparently go Moth and the Ice Cast, which is a fire play. Now I have to predict the Slowking and go back to Dragapult, which I do exactly that, and I click another Dragon Darts right here on the Chill Reception. Is that how it's called? Yeah, Chill Reception. So we do some fine plays, but now this means that he's probably Terra Ground or Fairy, so I have to U-turn out into my Tinglu or Ash apparently. He goes to the Earthquake, it will 3KO me. I don't hit back very hard, but I can at least put him in range of something like Moth or whatever. Nope, I miss, so that's not incredible, but I can like Aqua Jet. As you can see, Playrough would have done a lot of damage, like 23 from Aqua Jet, which means Playrough would have done around 60, maybe 55. So this would have been good damage, maybe put in range of Dragapult or whatever. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but he's ice body, which means he heals a lot from the snow, which I realized with the Slowking, but I couldn't really predict here and click Willow is hard. It would have been a fire play because I think I live with my EV spread. I have a little bit of no, I don't have shit. I'm hasty. I probably die still, so maybe it's not the play. Huh. Then what is the play, man? Because he clicks Earthquake right here, predicting the Moth or Azumarill. So if I got the Will-O-Wisp play right, because I knew he was gonna be Ice Body but with a Slowking, but I didn't really want to predict. I thought it's a huge risk to click Will-O-Wisp on the Baxcalibur, but it would have saved me versus it. So I don't know. Maybe I should have done it. Because I'm in the back anyway, so maybe I should have predicted. The thing is, it's a Rotom switch on his team. Like, he has Pulled and Slowking, but those Pokemon don't really deal with status from Rotom Wash. So if I had a Rotom Wash, I think Bax should have been the Will-O-Wisp absorption. So at the same time, Slowking does it fine. So I get this Ice Body. Ice Body is fine. So we get the play wrong. I Aqua Tail a little bit to do 5% because he's gonna heal it all back, and then I have to go into my Moth and double switch again on the Slowking. Right? Yeah, I do like that, and I'm gonna Terrasilize right here and kill the Slowking with a Dragon Darts, but he calls it and goes into his Great Task. Plus, he doesn't risk crits, and Great Task was expendable. He goes back to Bax. I'm gonna try to Will-O-Wisp it. I'm gonna die to Icicle. No, he darts. Okay, I'm gonna switch into my Tinglu on the Icicle Grass, which is gonna do a shit ton. But at least I live, and I'm gonna try to Whirlwind. So we have limited a little bit the backs, but it has done so much damage. Plus, I can heal a little bit with leftovers and protect. So this is nice. You could also miss. You could also miss, guys. Nope, he doesn't miss. He hits, and we Earthquake apparently. Okay, yeah, because I'm outside of range, so I get that. So I'm trying to put in range of Hex, basically, with this Earthquake. I'm trying to put him in range of Hex, and I'm trying to Will-O-Wisp him. To Whirlwind the Baxcalibur. So he's gonna be in range of Hex. I'm gonna be able to have the King Gambit poisoned, burned. I have Dragon Dance for Dragonite. I have to speed die with the Dragapult, and I can 2KO the Slowking. So it's not over yet, but it's extremely bad. But yeah, I like this Earthquake. Protect. We get Icicle Grass right here. We don't get Flints, thankfully, but we get a D-Knight over something like King Gambit, which would have been a little bit better. We sack this, and we go back to this thing, and he's gonna get the play right. I think Hex should kill right here. Nope, it doesn't kill. So I switch, go into my Iron Moth, and now it's gonna die to U-turn. After the U-turn damage, now it's gonna be in range. I'm gonna pull another double switch expecting the Slowking, but he gets me. At least Earthquakes and does an Icicle Grass, so he just sacked this. I go for the Hex, now as you can see it kills. And then he's gonna go into his King Gambit and finish me. I try to do a little bit of damage, but because I'm not Ghost type anymore. But this still does a lot, and he crits me too, so yeah, there's no hope for us. No hope. I think there was a hope if I got crits with the Dragon Darts. And if I crit and won the speed die, because I know this is not extreme speed. Fire Punch Earthquake, you probably have, maybe there is extreme speed. If it is extreme speed, there's nothing I can do anyway. But I think he would have went into it. No, you try to hit me with a Gambit and then extreme speed. So yeah, there's no hope at this point. We lose. I didn't have the matchup I wanted. I played like dog shit too. I sucked my Casco for no reason. We lose. We lose, guys. We lose in the top 32 of OST versus Oxafox. Disappointing. Ox is one of the best players in the tournament. He won the... what was it? The charity ball for... basically the first Scarlet and Violet OU tournament. He won that. He has won various other tournaments. OLT, World Cup, SPL, or SCL. I don't remember. He has won a lot of tournaments compared to us. But I think we were a good match. I think I could have done it if I didn't play stupid with my Sandy Socks and I had a little bit of a better preparation for Game 3 in case we needed to go there. But shoutouts to Ox, he played very well as well. And I'm happy with some of these turns and games. I'm mad that I was stupid, and yeah, we could have done things a little bit better if I'm being honest. But yeah, this was my preparation for Sox. These were my games for Sox. Really cool stuff. I'm glad we went that far. Could have been, could have went further, but it is what it is, guys. Hopefully we can do it better in the next tournaments. And yeah, let me know how you feel about these games and the preparations and the thought process in the comments. I'm sorry that I didn't win it for you guys, but yeah, it is what it is. Hope you like the video. Bye bye everyone. Peace.